Lena's fingers trembled as she peeled back the yellowed wrapping paper, her breath catching in her throat. The doll's face was too perfect, porcelain smooth, lips slightly parted as if frozen mid-whisper. Its glass eyes followed her as she turned it in her hands, the weight of it unnatural, too heavy for something so small that first. It was comforting. Anya sat primly on the shelf, a silent guardian in the dark. But then came the sounds, faint at first like mice in the walls, then clearer. Deliberate scritch, scritch, scritch. Lena's blood turned to ice. The doll's head creaked toward her, joints moving without sound. Its smile stretched, cracking the porcelain at the edges. The voice slithered into her mind, not through her ears but deeper, as if it had always lived inside her skull. "You hear me, don't you?" Her parents dismissed the handprints. "Just your imagination, sweetheart." But Lena knew. The fingers were long, skeletal, the nails too sharp. They led from the shelf to her bed, as if something had crawled down in the night to watch her sleep. When her grandmother's face drained of color, Lena's stomach dropped. Anya Petrova drowned searching for her doll. The old woman whispered, fingers clutching her cross. "She's been waiting for a new one." That night, Lena woke to weight on her chest, Anya's face pressed against hers. Nose to nose, the doll's breath reeking of stagnant water and rotting flowers. The lips peeled back, revealing rows of needle teeth, and Lena's scream died in her throat as tiny hands clamped over her mouth. "Shoo! Now we play forever." The Animator's Curse. When Art Hunger's Daniel's fingers hovered over the keyboard, his reflection warped in the black screen. The reel had been wrong from the start. Film shouldn't breathe, shouldn't pulse like a living thing in his hands. But he scanned it anyway. The skeletal Mickey twitched on screen, its hollow eyes locking onto his. Then, impossible, it waved. Daniel laughed. A glitch. Had to be. But his sketches changed when he wasn't looking. Eyes melted into weeping voids. Mouths unhinged, stretching ear to ear in grotesque smiles. His co-workers joked, but their laughter died when their screens flickered to static. When their drawings twisted into screaming faces, one artist sobbed as her self-portrait blinked. Another fled when his storyboards crawled like insects across his desk. Daniel stayed late, fingers shaking as he deleted the files. The screen flickered that I am the reflection. The skeletal Mickey stood behind him, its gloved hand resting on his shoulder. The stench of burnt film filled the air. His final thought as his body locked into place, his face stretching into a rictus grin. "It's animating me now," the man in the static. A voice from the void. Emily's breath fogged the TV screen as she leaned closer, her cartoon hero's face suddenly warping, the colors bleeding into noise, then silence. The static coiled like smoke, forming a figure too tall, too thin, limbs bending where bones shouldn't. Emily. Her name echoed, not from the speakers but from inside her, vibrating in her teeth. Turn around. She didn't. But something in her closet did. Years later, she still sleeps with the lights on. The static follows her, in phone screens, in mirrors, in the hum of empty airwaves. Reddit threads whisper of a lost tape. Those who watch it vanish, their last posts frantic. "It's in my walls. IT took my face. It's calling your name next." The Puppet Master's Apprentice. Strings of flesh. Marco's knife slipped, nicking the puppet's cheek. The puppet screamed. Not wood. A child's voice, high and terrified. The toy maker laughed, his teeth too white, too sharp. "They remember," he crooned, stroking the puppet's hair. Every cut, every scream. That night, Marco woke to pressure around his wrists, strings. His hands moved without him, sketching his own face onto blank wood. His skin itched, peeling away in sawdust flakes in the basement. He found the truth. The toy maker hung from the rafters, a marionette with peeling skin, his mouth nailed shut in a silent scream. Now, Marco sits very still. The strings are tightening, his last thought as his joints harden to wood. "I'm becoming part of the collection."